right, we are back live. This is Bolo Punch. Timmy, the producer, Patterson. Do you have anything from our friends in the chat room as far as instant replay goes?
Yeah, I actually got something that's even better than instant replay.
Throw it.
They're talking
about the hat. It's time to let it go.
Yeah, they are talking about the hat still. Actually, we've lost 5 listeners already tonight because of the hat.
So we don't have any.
So we're gonna have to have a meeting after the show about the hat, Chris. But anyways,
grievance.
They are talking about getting the judges to do stuff instead of a replay. If all three judges, and this is actually Judy's idea, it's kind of a little bit of everybody's idea, I guess. I want to make sure I get
If
some
it's
credit
Judy's
out
idea,
there.
I'll listen to it.
Well, I mean, Pete Sale's still saying that the ref has the best, vantage point for judging fights. I don't know. I don't agree with that. He misses a lot from what I see. But I mean, from the sounds of it and the gist of it is if, like, maybe that all 3 judges could agree on it. Like if there's a question of a headbutt or something like that, if they can quickly get all 3 judges to, raise their hand real quick or something and do that in between rounds, maybe that could change something. Maybe there's a way to for the corners to protest something. Maybe they get, kind of like pro football, they can get a challenge or something. They could throw a challenge and then the judges could vote on it, and if they all agree, then it changes. That kind of thing.
I'll give you that. But as far as the instant replay goes, again, we're getting off. I mean, I appreciate that, and that's all valid. And in the perfect world that we'd like to live in, that would be a cool idea. I'd be all for that.
It's definitely a different way to go. I haven't even ever thought of the corner having to do some type of challenge, though.
Challenges are a cool idea. I think the judges having a couple more duties in the up against the ring wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing. I'm worried about some of these judges can't even do the one job they have right now, though. I mean, they can't even see that one fighter's out punching the other one 4-1. So
well,
I'm worried
about at the score. Sometimes it looks like they didn't know which fighter was which.
Yeah,
it's wrote right on his trunks, but I don't know why.
Yes, it's wrote right on his trunks. Yes. All right, that's enough with the instant replay, but look for instant replay at an IBF-sanctioned fight coming to a town near you. Next up on the docket, we've got our second topic of the night, and that happens to be my beloved Jose Sulaiman, because Jose Sulaiman simply cannot stop creating ways to make money. He's a pioneer.
Well, it's all about the fighters.
It's all about
fighter safety.
It's about fighter safety.
safety.
It's about bringing integrity back to the sport, bringing excitement back to the sport. Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah, did I say safety?
Oh, and another thing. It should be about the safety of the fighters as well.
Sounds like
sounds like one of our safety meetings.
And when we've already got the joke of the interim belts and the vacant interim belts and the vacant interim junior lightweight television America's Latino belt and every other type of crazy ass belt you can think of, now what Sulaiman wants to do, and his beloved WBC, they want to create even more belts. They want to get now, the prettiest looking belt is definitely the WBC belt. I'll give them that. It's the green one with the big gold plate and the gold medals and all that junk all over it. It's a cool looking belt. But what they're doing now is they're making the WBC Diamond Championship. This is brought to you by the same guy that brought to you the Champion Emeritus, the Champion in Recess, all these different champions. Now we're going to make brand new belts. It's like, well, when the country is in a bunch of poverty and we're in a recession, let's just print more money. Well, that's great, but that devalues the money that's already out there. Whatever. We're just going to make new belts. Because every time there's a belt on the line, you can get a sanctioning fee. You can make it 12 rounds. You can make it all kinds of crazy cool stuff. The WBC Diamond Championship is going to be, first of all, physically, it's going to be a cool green leather belt with piles of gold, little rubies, which they actually wrote rubbies. I'm not sure what the hell a ruby is, but I know what a ruby is. It's going to be covered with rubies, diamonds, emeralds, little crystals, all kinds of really, really cool stuff. It's going to look very much like Ted
The
DiBiase's
$1
belt.
million belt.
Ted DiBiase's $1 million belt from old school WWF.
The big money sign on it.
Yeah, Virgil is going to walk this this belt to the ring. But the reason for the WBC Diamond Championship belt, Tim, is that this is going to be a belt to offer to catch weight fights.
Yeah, this is
because
ridiculous.
what we don't have is enough weight divisions. The old time fighters, the reason they don't
Let's
care.
separate these by 3 pounds apiece.
Yeah, pound and a half. Wait, he had lunch. Sir, he had lunch.
Wait, let's get
Sir,
a little belt.
Gotta be a belt. Timmy,
Chris,
they have to now. So what this is I think they just invented a belt for Pacquiao to win. I think is what this is, because all of a sudden, 2 days after they announce it, Pacquiao says, "Well, my fight with Miguel Cotto in a couple months is going to be for the Diamond Championship belt," as if he's waited his whole life for the championship belt to be on the line.
He's gonna be picking those diamonds out of that belt.
What happens when you don't have enough belts and you're Manny Pacquiao? You make a belt.
Chris,
Timmy, what do you got, man?
have you ever heard a NASCAR driver when they first get out of the car after a race, they're like, "I want to thank," and then they list off like 50 sponsors? That's
Sure.
going to be the freaking announcer before the fight. And it's spelled here is the WBC QBI.
They didn't say alphabet belt. They don't even say the names of the belts anymore. They just say the alphabet soup belt.
Alphabet soup is thanks to our special friend, Uncle Burt Randolph Sugar. He invented the term alphabet soup.
That is, it is just ridiculous, man. If we had, boxing is going the wrong way on this. If we would get less champions, less belts, people would know who the champions are, and people would get more excited about championship fights. Just because, there's a championship fight, there's going to be, as soon as this show is over, there's going to be a 12-round championship belt, Bolo Punch Boxing Hour championship belt. It's going to be down in my living room.
Yeah.
And, we're going to have you and Amo are going to fight for it. And you guys,
18-week tournament.
You guys got to go 12 rounds now because it's a championship belt. Is that what we're going to come up with? Is that's going to be next? We're going to have the Bolo Punch Boxing Hour belt.
You know what it's going to be? It's going to be the Target championship belt, the Walmart championship belt. They're going to get sponsors for new belts, just like they're getting new stadium names.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're going to have
the IBM belt, the Dell belt.
I don't understand why they even have to make a belt up. If Cotto owns the WBC belt, it should be for the WBC belt.
He's not.
If it's over 147,
he's not even going to 147. The fight's only going to be at like 145.
It's over the 140 limit though, so it goes to the next weight class.
Which Cotto's not part of. Cotto wants to show up at 147. He can't because Pacquiao hasn't been, contracted at that weight. I don't know for sure. Don't email me, but I think it's going to happen.
Bottom line is that if you're over the weight class below you, it's for the next belt, at the belt above you. Just like
should be. But there can't be any cush room now. Now everything has to be calibrated. There must be a belt in there somehow. Garbage, like a potato chip between the cushions of my damn couch. We got to get more cash and more belts in there.
What are these guys fighting at? They're fighting at 142?
I think they're fighting at 145. 2 pounds under.
And they're just going to make
they're going to make a belt. They're going to make a belt. It's a catchweight belt. And can you defend this belt? I don't know a damn thing about this. Can you defend it? Can you lose it? What are the rules for it? You can't just start giving out belts. Why? Because he beat Cotto?
You can give them out just if you can make one, give it out.
They're just trophies.
Yeah.
Great. I don't care. Fine. You want to spend 10 grand on a belt full of rubbies? Then go ahead and make a rubby belt. I don't care.
Hey, we only got 45 seconds left, but the Walmart belt, because Walmart always has low prices, low blows are okay in that fight. That is good stuff going on in the chat room right now. You need to log on and listen to that. We got to take a break.
Whatever. Let's take our final break of the night. We'll be right back with Sammy Angot, our Golden Leaf fighter. You should know this is Bolo Punch. Talk to you in a second.
Rogie Insurance is a 4-generation insurance family serving Indiana